Good evening. Hope everyone is well. Let me just apologize. You know what? This is kind of what I love about doing live draws. We are live. We are live. There's like nothing rehearsed here. Anything can go wrong, anything can go right. But you know what? We are here. Thank you so much for joining us. It's the live second round draw of the London Cup. Thank you everyone that's been tuning in. We have so many people. We have Alex here. Big shout out to you, Alex. We have FSS. Big shout out to you as well. Big shout out to Nana. Anytime. Yes, we are here. We are here. We are live as well. Welcome. My name is Reese. The best grassroots centre back in the universe. Yes, let me say that again. The best grassroots centre back in the universe. And I have Jamal here, cup organizer for the London Vets competition. How are you doing, sir?
All good. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Cool. So we'll be doing something a little bit different today. We will be doing the draw. And again, this is going to be a live draw. But also, we have two special guests that are going to be coming on. That are going to be talking about their teams and also a game that they played respectively. Again, just kind of giving the audience out there a more rounded opinion about certain games rather than myself and Jamal talking about teams that sometimes we don't know about. So let's kind of bring in our first guest, part of Catford Wanderers. A team that beat a very organised Ebbsfleet yesterday, 1-0. Let me bring JD to the show. How are you doing, sir? Oh, we cannot hear you.
This is schoolboy era. I'm here.
How are you doing, sir?
Not too bad.
Good stuff. So so you played in the game yesterday against Ebbsfleet. I would love to get your analysis of the game.
Yeah, good game. At first, we thought it was a bit of a tough battle. We didn't know much about them, as we know. We knew they had a 10-0 win, but as we know, that doesn't mean nothing these days. Could have been no one turned up and just got given 10-0. But yeah, so other than that, it was a tough game. We had many chances. Could have buried the game in the first half easily. But as it goes, we have to struggle through, bite through it. Everyone dug in. And then got through in the air. I think it was like the 73rd, 75th minute. Finally got a little break. Finally got a penalty. And then, the game went on from there. But they still tried to push. And we had to dig in a bit more. And then as we do, that whistle went. And it was time to get off that pitch. But other than that, it was a good game.
Yeah. You know, I've actually got to shout out a few of the Ebbsfleet players. I'm going to shout out the striker Johnny. That was literally. You know what I mean? There's there are players that will consistently pressurize you and actually be in your ear.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Johnny was that throughout the whole game, right?
I don't think his name was Johnny. I just think they gave him that name for the day. Yeah, I think they gave him that name for the day. But yeah, he was definitely a character. But those are the guys that we love. That's what we come out for. We come out for those games.
Yeah.
If you come out to just enjoy football, we all do. But the main objective is let's put in a shift and try and win it. Anything after that, we'll deal with it after. But our main objective is let's go out and try and win it.
And you know what? I have to shout out the Ebbsfleet keeper. I thought he was man of the match.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was man of the match.
Good shout.
I mean, amazing. He, great handling. He kind of knew his angles, and you know what? How I knew he was a keeper was afterwards when I shook his hand. He took off his glove, and then he had all tapes. Literally tapes on his fingers. So then I knew that this wasn't his first rodeo. And I think to myself, and Honestly, he was absolutely immense. Also, the number 7, I believe, they're number 7 and number 11, in the kind of middle of the park. Really,
Yeah, even their even their number 9, their Antonio lookalike.
yeah, and you know, I genuinely I had to look at him twice. I'm like, is that honestly, you know?
I said to him on the pitch, I need to see your passport, man. I'm sure you're Jamaican oriented.
Oh dear, but no, you know what? We've got to shout out Ebbs Fleet. They're a very kind of tough like outfit, but you know what? They play the game the right way. One more thing I want to ask you, JD. The referee's performance.
Just to take away from the start of the game, he done something very abnormal that I've never seen before. Not even that when I used to do under-9s, refereeing under-9s football, I used to be willing to see a parent dying to take the flag to do it, or if not to do it. So yeah, other than that, he had the decision of not having no linesmen at the start of the game, and it was just a bit peculiar. Why would you do that? So the game went on with no linesmen the whole first half. We had some funny decisions, and then again, that Johnny guy was the referee's best friend when it comes to anything like the line, or it was offside, or it's never offside. So yeah, that he got on his nerves for that. But I think he brought that on himself. But as the actual game goes on and being a referee, he actually done a good job. He actually did a good job as a referee. But to find 5 minutes at the end of the game, I don't know where he found that from. But we'll give him that.
Yeah. I mean, I think so. So she answers come in and said that the referee was shocking. There was a few dubious decisions. I'd say the penalty shout in the first half was a penalty. But apart from that, I thought he did okay.
He was a bit lenient towards them. You can tell the other side was not technically gifted. You could tell there was a group side that they worked together. They've been together for 40 years. They must eat at the same house. They can tell that as that kind of team. But in general, I think he reffed the game as best he could, because he knew there were some decisions against us that was a blatant foul. Look at Usman in the box. Like, I put him through. He's got the ball down. He's going to cut it back. He's took his whole life away.
But to be fair, and literally, I'm gonna say this, which might be a little bit controversial. I don't think the penalty that we got was a penalty.
It was soft, but it was reckless. What is he doing though, Fabrice? It was reckless. He's all over him. The guy's on the floor. He's trying to pull him down from his boxer shorts. His legs up the side of his armpit, and the ball in the box. That's reckless. You're stopping me from trying to get a shot off. It's penalty. It's reckless.
Okay.
I would like to say to everyone this evening, we have heard one of the quotes of the year. It was soft, but it was reckless. Okay? Wow. I mean, has to be a quote of the year.
It's gotta be.
But yeah, hey, listen, I wasn't there, but yeah.
Fabrice, I'll be honest with you, my friend. If you was there, you would have saw it. He was like, when eczema's on your skin. That is how he was. He shouldn't have been all over him in the box like that.
Okay, so Jamal, I mean, how do you allocate referees to the London Cup matches?
That was a good one, man. Oh man, that was a good one. Yeah. Hey, listen, I've heard tackles described. I mean, for someone to come up with 2 quotes of the year back to back, I mean, JD's on fire. I'll tell you that now. I mean, listen, I've heard tackles described in so many different ways. I've heard challenges being described in so many ways. I've never heard anyone describe a challenge like eczema. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. Hey, we have to respect that. Listen to Breeze. I'm loving this so far, but we really need to get to the draw.
Okay.
Can't be online for long.
Okay. Cool. Not a problem. JD, thank you so much for coming on. And we'll be talking about like the draw later on, either in the WhatsApp group or definitely online. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for your time. Thanks a lot. See you soon, Jamal. Cheers, mate.
Big shout out to JD. So we have someone else that's looking to come on. However, we're gonna hold fire with Drew. Drew, trust me, you will be coming on. Let's do this draw first. This is what I love about live television. We don't know what's going to happen. So, Drew, honestly, hold tight. I will be coming back to you. Jamal, do you want to talk about the rules before I get the wheel started?
Yeah, not a problem at all. Round of 64 has been, well, can't say completed. There are some outstanding matches. A few matches have yet to be decided for technical reasons, and a few matches need deciding in terms of being played. The Middlesex Cup, Middlesex version of the Vets Cup was this week as well. So some Middlesex affiliated teams had to play the Middlesex Cup this weekend because that's the priority. So those games will be taking place on either the 12th or the 13th of October. So next weekend. Okay. So any part of the draw that has two teams in it, the outcome of that match is still to be either determined or played. Okay. So we'll be doing the round of 32 draw, so second two draw. There'll be 17 slots for Saturday teams and 14 slots for Sunday teams. Okay. We're going to try and get both of those numbers down as best we can to avoid one team having to play on an opposing day, okay? Or both teams having to play midweek. Okay.
So sorry, Jamal. So literally on the Saturday side, there's going to be a bye, right?
Correct. Yeah. So we always keep a double bye in the first round, just in case we make any technical errors and we need to add anyone to the competition after the draw is made. We didn't actually need to do that, so that still leaves one bye for the second round, which is the round of 32. So that bye will be put on the Saturday side as we try to equalize both of the numbers.
Okay, cool. Let's get this started. I am just going to say again, watch out for a team called Brentford Vets. Watch out for a team called Belstone Vets. Watch out for Hollington. And again, this is the round where Summers, who are the current holders, and LSU, who are the runners-up, they are now in this draw.
Are we doing the Saturday draw first? Yeah.
We are doing the Saturday draw first. We will rattle through these, Jamal. So I will just spin the wheel, and you can say whatever you've got to do, and then let's get the Saturday and Sunday draws done. All right. Let's shuffle these. We'll shuffle all of these up. As you can see, there's 18 draws there. Oh, sorry, 18 entries. All right, let's go.
Okay, these are the Saturday half of the draw. These games are scheduled to be played on the 2nd of November, Saturday, the 2nd of November. First out the
Catford Wanderers.
Catford Wanderers. Just to remind everyone, this is an honest randomized draw. Okay,
this is random, as you guys know. That's my team. We beat Epps Fleet yesterday 1-0. We're at home, and we have.
So Catford will be at home. Tie number 1 will be Catford versus AFC Granite Square. So tie number 1 will be Catford Wanderers at home to AFC Granite Square. So on to tie number 2. So whoever comes out of the wheel first will be, we have a home draw. That would be AFC Walkingtonians. AFC Walkingtonians. So they'll be at home. AFC Walkingtonians will be at home, and they'll be facing Sporting Santos. So AFC Walkingtonians versus Sporting. Tie number 3. The Saturday half of the London Vets draw. Tie number 3. Tie number 3, the Acton Ealing Whistlers. Acton Ealing Whistlers will be at home. Tie number 3. The traveling to West London will be
Brentford Town Vets. A team to watch out for, guys.
Just in case you are confused, that isn't a short trip. That isn't Brentford. That is Brentwood. So that's not a short trip. Okay, so tie number 3 will be Acton Ealing Whistlers versus Brentwood Town.
Watch out for yeah, watch out for Brentwood. Decent team.
Yeah,
Really.
you coming from Essex over to West London? I'm sure that would be lovely. Okay, so tie number 4 at home will be 2019 and 2024 London Cup runners up, London LSU Masters.
LSU Masters at home, and they will be playing.
Yep.
You're kidding. You're kidding me. Oh my gosh.
All right, so tie number 4 is, as you can tell by Teresa's reaction, will be last season's final. Be a replay of last season's final. So tie number 4 will be LSU versus Summers Athletic, a replay of last
The
season's
replay of the final.
Okay, that'll be an interesting one.
That'll be very interesting.
Teams have the right to request 3 officials if they wish. Okay. So whichever team is drawn next will be given a bye. Mm-hmm. It's an open draw, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you it is an open draw. The Galveston Borough has lucked out. They've gotten a bye through to the round of 16. So we're down to tie number 6 in the round of 32. At home will be same time. Canning Town will be at home. Making the trip to East London will be Warren Athletic. Warren Athletic with one of the biggest ever London Vets scorelines. So tie number 6 will be Canning Town versus Warren Athletic Vets. Okay, tie number 7. Tie number 7 at home will be HAC, Honorable Artillery Company. Okay, traveling north to HAC will be Independent. 2023 semifinalists, Independent. Okay, tie number 8, getting themselves a home draw will be Leone Stars. Leone Stars will have a home draw. Traveling to Leone Stars will be Herne Bay Vets. Herne Bay. So tie number 8 will be Leone Stars versus Herne Bay. Tie number 9 will be Sporting Croydon, and I'm assuming they'll be at home to whoever is decided between AFC Kumasi Strikers and Hollington.
I think it's Hollington. I think just looking up again, but I think it's Hollington that
Okay, let's go to the Sunday side.
Let's go to the Sunday side.
Okay, we'll allow Tabri some time to set up. I'll go through the Saturday side of the draw now. Tie number 1, Catford Wanderers versus AFC Greenwich Borough. Tie number 2, AFC Wakatonians versus Sporting Santos. Tie number 3 be Acton Ealing Whistlers versus Brentwood Town. Tie number 4 be a replay of last season's final. LSU Masters against Summers Athletic, the holders. Tie number 5 will be Gravesham Borough will have a bye. So Gravesham Borough will have a bye. Tie number 6 will be Canning Town versus Warren Athletic. Tie number 7 will be Honorable Artillery Company versus Independent Vets. Tie number 8 will be Leone Stars versus Herne Bay. And tie number 9 will be Sporting Croydon versus AFC Kumasi or Hollington.
All right. Let me bring JD quickly in while I'm doing everything here. JD, what do you think about the ties so far?
Oh, all a bit interesting, but that LSU one was a bit of a bright one, though, wasn't it? But yeah, other than that, it's all a bit of it's how the cookie crumbles. So we go again.
Yeah, I mean, again, LSU Summers. That's that is going to be a game. I think both teams have strengthened, and again, you know, Summers definitely want to retain this cup, and LSU to wrestle this, you know, want to wrestle this trophy and bring it back to South. So that's going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Let me do this. Big shout out to Drew. Drew in the green room. I see you from Belstone. I see you. Trust me, you'll be coming on straight after we have done this second draw. Thank you again, JD, for like coming on again. Let me kind of put you back in the green room. Big shout out to everyone in the comments. Let's go straight into the Sunday draw. Okay, Jamal, can you like see everything there? Jamal, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. All good.
Oh, all right. Okay, so we like have the 14 teams here. Again, I think like the teams that people should be watching out for: West Fulham Vets, Highgate Albion, Belstone, Maccabi London as well. There's some kind of big teams. Let's get this draw done.
Okay, we're now on the Sunday side of the round of 32 draw. So first off the hat, getting themselves a home draw will be so we are awaiting an outcome of that match. So that'll be either Roving Reporters or Italia Bastilles. And they'll be at home to West London Vets or Maccabi London. Okay. Maccabi London. So up next we have Allen Old Boys or Sporting Bengal. Allen Old Boys or Sporting Bengal will be at home. They'll be at home to London Punjab. So Allen Old Boys or Sporting Bengal will be at home. So tie number 12, earning themselves a home draw will be Woodford and Wanstead or Mayfair. So playing Woodford and Wanstead or Mayfair will be Catford United or Potter's Bar. Up next is Continental 58. They'll be having a home draw. So let's find out who's traveling to North London. It will be Winchmore Hill Vets or 2019 winners Anatolians. So tie number 14, earning themselves a home draw, will be 2021 winners and 3-time finalists, West Fulham Vets. The West Fulham Vets will be at home to tie number 14 will be West Fulham Vets versus Intertrack.
Get Albion.
So it'll be Highgate Albion or London Turkish Masters. Will be at home. Let's find out who
Belstone, very interesting tie that is.
That'll be Belstone Vets. So two sets left in the draw. Getting themselves a home draw looks like it will be West London Casuals or Hayes United.
Last one there is Trent
Park. FC Trent Park or Interwood Vets 2020 winners. Interwood. Okay, I'll go through the Sunday side of the draw. As stated previously, the Middlesex Cup was also this weekend. So all the Middlesex FA affiliated teams. So basically, a lot of the West London-based teams were playing in the Middlesex Cup today. So they'll be playing their London Cup matches next Sunday. So that's why you're going to see a lot of oars on the Sunday side. So tie number 10 will be Roving Reporters or Italia Vastiles at home to West London Vets or Maccabi London. Tie number 11 will be Allen Old Boys or Sporting Bengal versus London Punjab. Tie number 12 will be Woodford and Wanstead or Mayfair United versus Brentford United or Potters Bar. Tie number 13 will be Continental 58 versus Winchmore Hill or Anatolian. Tie number 14 will be West Fulham versus Intertrack. Tie number 15 will be Highgate Albion or London Turkish Masters versus Belstone. And tie number 16 will be West London Casuals or Hayes United versus Trent Park or Interwood. Okay.
And can you just repeat exactly when these games need to be played by?
These games will be scheduled to be played on the 2nd or 3rd of November. Obviously, there'll always be reasons such as the Middlesex Cup competition. So if the Middlesex FA affiliated team gets to the next round in both competitions, then they'll be playing their London Cup match on the 10th of November. If you don't understand that now, not a problem. All will be explained if it affects your team. I've got to log off now, but before I go, definitely some of the ties to look out for. It's going to be difficult to overlook the LSU versus Summers. It will be an incredible replay of last season's final. I'm intrigued by a few other matches. I think Warren Athletic have won by a wide margin, so it'll be good for them to see them play sort of a Canning Town to see if they're going to be able to repeat such a performance, or was it just maybe just the opposition? The Honorable Artillery Company versus Independent match also sticks out, along with the Leone Stars versus Herne Bay. I think those are definitely some good ties to look out for. It's difficult to comment on the Sunday side because there's so many of the first round games still need to be determined. But yes, I can make sure that all of this draw will be made available by tomorrow evening. The draws have to be sent to the leagues and to the committee first to be ratified, which I'm sure they will be, and then we will go from there. There are some matches for people who have matches scheduled this weekend that didn't play, especially on the Saturday, that are awaiting an outcome of a committee decision due to technical reasons. You'll be informed of that within the next few days. Yeah, that's all I can say for now.
And also as well, after 90 minutes, it goes straight to penalties.
Correct. All London Cups, from the under 12s all the way up to the professional game, all the matches go straight to penalties. Okay, there are no extra time. Extra time is only for the semi-finals and finals.
Jamal, thank you so much. Jamal's part of the London FA. He's accessible on email and on all social media handles. Thank you so much, Jamal, and I will speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon. Have a good night, everyone.
Big shout out to Jamal, and again, some really, really tasty ties. Big shout out to Danny, part of Herne Bay. I think Herne Bay are going to be the one of the outsiders. People have said Kamazi or Hollington corruption. That, you know what? No, there's no corruption. There's no nothing left. Again, big shout to both teams, and again, exactly what Jamal said. But Summers LSU match, I think, is the tie of the round. But let me bring in another special guest, part of Belstone Sunday Vets. Big shout out to Drew. How are you doing, sir? You good?
I'm very well, man. How are you?
Bro, like, again, apologies, man. You know how it is, man. Like, it's live, you know.
You're working. You're doing your thing. You ain't got to apologize.
But yeah, let's kind of crack on. So what is like your role at Belstone, and could you kind of give us a little bit more info about your club?
Yeah, so we play at the Medball ground. It's over by Radlett. We got our team together about 3 seasons ago. 3 years ago. So we're quite a new team in the Vets world, shall we say? But you know, we've started off really well. Obviously we got a strong side, I believe. But then again, I think everyone's really going to say that about their teams respectfully. But I feel like after last season was a really, really strong season for us. We won absolutely everything that there was to win. We've got another cup final. I think the cup final we got in a couple of weeks is the only trophy we haven't won in our set of leagues. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. So yeah, we're just trying to win as many trophies as we can in the short space of playing time we can as well at the same time.
And you are like now a new member at the Barnet Sunday League.
Yep.
Why did you decide to move leagues?
So basically, when we played in the Hearts, like I was just saying, we won the League Cup, we won the Ballers Cup, we won the league title, and then obviously we managed to get our hands on the Middlesex Trophy as well last year. So we decided to move over just for like a fresh challenge, to play different teams, and we also heard that the quality of the sides was a bit better in the Barnet League. So yeah, we just fancied a fresh challenge, and here we are. We're over in the Barnet League. So,
and I had a kind of quick nosy at your results. You are like top of the league. You've like won all of your 4 games. I mean, how are you finding it there?
I mean, we can only beat we can only try and beat the teams that are put in front of us. We played Highgate. I think that was our first game that we played. They were actually a really, really good side. I think they've just joined as well. I could be wrong about that. But I was speaking to one of their players, and he said, yeah, they're new to the league as well. When we played them, I think we beat them. I think it was 5-1, but it was a tough battle. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think the scoreline, you know, doesn't justify it being 5-1, but at the end of the day, that's what it was. But yeah, they're a strong team. I see that we just got them in the cup as well. So it's going to be, they're a physical side. They're quite a physical team. We can be as well, but obviously we like to play football as you do. But you know, if we need to be physical at the same time, we can match these sides as well. So it's no problem.
And you know what? We like had a brief conversation, and we were like talking about Vets football in general. And you know, again, you don't look a day over 30, and so literally, is like Belstone like a young Vets team, and literally when you joined the team, like what was your expectation of playing Vets football?
So you know, when I first started playing Vets, right, I was 35, so I just understood your comment there, and I do appreciate that. Thank you. But when I first started playing, a lot of people that I came up against were like, nah, he's definitely not 35. Like, you know, you're trying to bring in these young players in it for you guys to, you know, to be better than what you can be. But, you know, after I said, look, you can see my passport if you like, you know, I'm 35 years of age, you know what I mean? But when I first started Vets, I actually was playing with John, our manager that we got now, him and Phil. We was playing for a different team. They were called Old Salvos, and they just wanted to go in their own direction. You know, they wanted to run their own club. And I actually said, listen, because I played for Belstone on a Saturday team when I was actually a young nipper many, many years ago. So I had a bit of a past with Belstone. So I said, I'd like to make the move across. And the way they take into it, like running their own team, is just like, they're absolutely fantastic towards the players, because we just turn up and play. But what they do behind the scenes, you know, with the kit, the training stuff, you know, when we go to warm up before games, you know, the water bottles, the cones, everything, you know, it's just what they do for us. We probably take it for granted a little bit. I have to be honest about that. But they just set out how they want to set out their team. But when I first started playing Vets, I thought, you know what, be a walk in the park, you know, a few old fellas, I'll breeze past them. But you know what, if you come up against a good Vets team that are well drilled, don't have to be the fastest, but just got a footballing brain, the football knowledge, you know, you're gonna find out really quick that it's not as gonna be as easy as what people actually do think when they're a new vet footballer. I found out that for myself. But I'd say the good thing about me is just I'm always willing to adapt, whether I'm playing against someone that's faster than me, you know, physical, you know, we can always keep up. So, but for what them guys do for us running the club is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. And we'll be having a few more conversations, but like, you know, literally, I just want to kind of tell like people in terms of your own kind of, I'd say, experience outside of football. You are a professional boxing trainer, and you literally train professional boxers. What has boxing taught you about yourself and also playing Vets football?
So with the boxing, it's a bit of a tricky one. So when I used to like do my own fights and stuff like that, I realized when I used to play football, like if I was having like a bad time, or like, you know, I didn't feel like I wanted to put the effort in, I knew I had like 10 other people behind me, you know what I mean, to bail me out, you know, if I wanted to like hide away sometimes, which I never really did. But if I chose to do that, then I could afford to do that. When I got into boxing, I just realized it's just me on my own. Ain't nobody coming to, you know, help me. Ain't nobody coming to save the day or bail me out of trouble. So when I started playing Vets football, I took that mindset from the boxing, and I just to win at all costs. It doesn't matter how you win. If it has to be dirty, then sometimes it has to be dirty. You know, you got to get your hands dirty. But on the boxing side, it's just, you know, I just thought I was untouchable in some aspects of my personal life. And then the first time I ever got into a ring, I just realized, nah. I'm not as big and brave as I thought I really was. So.
And what advice would you give to any man over, well, 35 or over, that's looking to get into Vets football?
I mean, if you still have the love and the passion for the game, you should definitely still play, because I could look back in like 10, 15 years and think, do you know what? I didn't play, but I just don't want any regrets in my personal life. So I feel like when people feel like they're coming to the end of their career, like footballing terms, then it doesn't have to be the end of your career, because you can still go and you can still do a job, and you can still help someone like me, the younger vets coming through into the game. You can still give that knowledge, that passion, and you can do whatever you want to do, really, in my opinion. And if you feel like you still got, you know, the legs on you and you still got the heart, and you want to win football games and trophies, then 100% you should still definitely go and do it.
Love that. Let me quickly bring JD in, because like he's been waiting patiently. I've literally got a few questions, man, and yeah, you know what, JD, I would like love to get your own kind of perspective in terms of you now joining Catford and literally playing not only like the friendlies but like the game. what's kind of been like the most surprising thing about Catford?
I'll be honest. Say again, Drew.
How we doing, champ? You right?
Yeah, too bad, bro. What was I gonna say? Drew, echo a lot of Drew said. The cap is very similar, mate. Like he said, the cone situation and having things set up, and they do a lot behind the scenes. So I have to echo a lot of what he said through the same kind of situation there. But yeah, Catford's a very willing and welcoming club. So if I will tell anybody, mate, if anyone wants to play a bit of decent football, as you said, still got a bit of legs and that heart. That's the main part. Go into it, mate, because I had to echo a lot of what you're saying. I was nodding to a lot of it because when I first come into Vets football, I come into the same thing. Like I'm ready to see the bare bellies. I'm like, he ain't got nothing left in him. But it's not that party, mate, really.
No.
As I said, that game we just played against Ebbsfleet, they're very similar to what I'm just saying. They're a bit of the bare bellies are in there, but they still had a bit of mouse about them.
Mm.
So yeah, that's what makes it competitive. But yeah, Catford is a very, very welcoming club, mate. Since I've been there, I've come through there through one of my family members, and we were just kicking the ball at the beach and at the grass. And he's like, "Man, what, you can still play?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can still kick a ball." He goes, "Well, come down." And I came down to a couple of training sessions, decent pitches down in Beckenham there. Yeah, it's good. It's good vibes, man. It's good vibes. Food after the football games and that proper food. I'm not meaning like sandwiches. No, the sandwiches because I did love them. Nice tuna or a tomato sandwich. I didn't mind that, but when you get some proper hard food after a big session, it's nothing better than that. The missus is a bit upset when you get home though, because you can't eat it.
JD, I mean, I've played with you a couple of times, and literally one thing that you are like very aggressive. You are like, you are almost like a no nonsense type of player. I mean,
yeah.
How important is it to have I'd say like a mix of characters?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Back to again, the whole team is the proper. As I first got there, I was before I come to you guys, I was playing for Warren Athletic. Yeah. I think that's about a couple of divisions down. But similar thing, they had a nice little outfit going on, but there's a different step. No disrespect to them from that to you guys, how you set up, how you approach things. It just made me feel a bit more like, yeah, let's go again and put that bit of heart in. So it makes you think if you've got the heart, that helps you seeing that because you want to go a bit more. But yeah, other than that, it's good news, mate. I couldn't say a bad word about them, especially Nana as well, and Yenka. They do a lot. They do a lot.
Yeah, do a lot behind the scenes, and like Drew. What is the ambition for your club in the next 2 to 3 years?
The same thing is always going to be the same thing for me. Just as win as many trophies as we can. I think we've actually got. Is it Herne Bay?
What is in the Middlesex Cup?
No, so we entered like a pre-season tournament kind of thing, and I think the reward for getting to the final was to play at St George's Park. Oh, I think that's where England plays. So I think we got Herne Bay in the final there, but obviously I don't really know too much about Herne Bay. Are they a Saturday Vets team?
They're a Sunday team. They literally have a really good structure as well. They've literally got a conveyor belt because I believe that they have a kind of non-league team as well, and literally they've got an open age team, and they are a very well-run club. Big shout out to Joe, who's the manager, and big shout out to Owen as well. That's a player there as well.
So I think that final is in a couple of weeks. I will send you the details of that one. Yeah. Once we finish here, I'll send you the details over for that game. But yeah, I think it's just the same thing as what JD said, and it's just as win as much as you can whilst you still can, because this is not going to last forever.
No.
And you know what I mean? I'm getting a lot of grey hairs now, more than what I should be having. So
I'll be honest, it might be my last season, but I'll be honest. I'm gonna go out of a push.
I tell you what, you'll be doing this in 10 years and you'll be saying the same thing.
Nah.
Retire next year and in the next 10 years. But
toe pains are getting stronger.
But I believe that's another thing as well. It's just like from what I've seen from the vets, I haven't really seen too many unless maybe super vets play like at a really you know, maybe the 50s and the 60s are in there. I'm not too sure. But I feel like just the vets teams now, there's still a lot of young vets players out there, like still bossing it about, you know what I mean?
Yeah, mate.
And like, you know what, like even kind of putting like, I'd say like the kind of competition aside, it's just really good that men of a certain age are still getting out and actually playing the sport that they love. Because, you know,
Good
you like, have to think that, you know, when the Olivers were like a lot younger, we'd be out playing football, we'd be riding our bikes, we'd be going, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'd be just out. But literally now, you know, we've got roles and responsibilities at home, nieces and nephews, you know, sons and daughters. So it's really important that like men have an opportunity to get out of the house for 90 minutes, 120 minutes, go along, and just to play football, no matter what level.
Yeah,
you know, it's so
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
And to Brees, it was like, sorry, what me and you spoke to, like off air, like, you know, like men's like well-being, like the mental things that they might be going through. You know, we all go through hardships and hard times in our life, but you know, once you step on that field, like you feel free for 90 minutes, whatever like you're going through at work in your personal life, the missus will have a go at you because you went out on a weekend.
Amazing.
Whatever it could be, once you step on that field and for 90 minutes and you just feel free of everything. That's one of the reasons I still play now, if I'm being honest.
There's nothing better smelling that fresh grass on that night.
Yes.
Like if you Saturday just gone, that day was like a day that you couldn't hurry. Bright as the day, mate.
Yeah, so true. Drew and JD, thank you so much for like coming on. Actually, Drew, where can people find more about Belstone and more about you?
I mean, I put a lot of like stuff like on my like Instagram's the only thing I really use, isn't it? Like even coming on today, I'm a little bit green, like I'm probably a little bit nervous and stuff like that, but it's, you know, it's a great insight for me. Belstone, I think they've got an Instagram. I think a guy called Lee, he's actually our club man as well. You know, he's fantastic what he does behind the scenes as well with the social media platforms to get Belstone out there as well. What I'll do is I'll send you over what their Instagram is. And if you could like put it on your guys' pages, or, you know, that would be, if people want to have a little look, or, you know, they actually feel like they want to try and get down and play or whatever, then, you know, that would, you know, be really, really grateful for us as well.
Yeah, definitely. JD, where can people find you?
Well, Catford SC, that's where you're gonna find me, mate. Can't tell you much more than that.
Yeah. No, shout. Yeah, and like, you know what, JD, literally, I've got to shout you out now, man, because every time I see you, you're like, Tabrice, you know what, I like this, you know, and like, you know, you've actually kind of given me encouragement and like pointers in terms of, have you thought about this and whatnot, and so like, JD, I got to shout you out, bro.
Tabrice, could I just give someone a quick shout out, please? Is that all right?
100%, man. 100%.
His name's Glenn. He manages a team called Everett. He's you know, I think it's his first year as a manager. You know, I just want to wish him all the best in his managerial career. And I think he'll do, you know, an excellent job, you know, with what he's trying to achieve now. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out there to Glenn, because he still lets me play sometimes if I don't have a game on a Sunday. He lets me come down there and he lets me, you know, run around with the younger generation, shall we say.
Quality. Big shout out to you.
Thanks, guys, for having me on. It's been a real pleasure.
Cool, bro.
Guys, thank you so much for like coming on. And again, if you need to know more about the teams that you guys have got in the London Cup, either DM myself or go onto the London FA website. The competition is sponsored by myself, TCF11. Thank you so much again for JD and Drew coming on. Amazing guests. And I can guarantee they'll be on a lot more. Thank you so much. Enjoy your week and be safe, be happy. Guys, we will.
Thanks, guys.